Let me ask you something honest. Have you ever stood up from a chair and felt your legs wobble even though you weren't tired? Have you walked into the kitchen in the morning and thought, why do my knees feel stiff, like I aged overnight? If you have, let me tell you, you are not crazy. And no, it's not just getting old. After 3 decades of treating patients over 60, I can tell you this. Most leg weakness I see isn't caused by injury. It's caused by something far more silent: nutrient loss, chronic inflammation, and poor muscle recovery. And if no one ever told you that, then I'm glad you're here, because new research shows something incredible. You can restore strength to your legs in as little as 12 hours, not with pills, not with exercise, but with the right food. That's right. One simple food choice can mean the difference between walking strong or sitting down every 10 minutes. In this video, I'll reveal the 8 powerful foods that help restore leg strength, fast, all backed by real clinical science. But before we dive in, I want to know something. Have you ever felt your legs give out for no reason? Leave me a comment below. Type 1 if you've felt it. And if not, I read every single one. And if you want to live longer, walk steadier, and feel more in control of your body, then stay right here, because this may be the most important 30 minutes your legs will ever hear. Number 1, the hidden root, cause of weak legs. After 60. Let's clear up one dangerous myth right now. Leg weakness is not just a normal part of aging. Yes, we all get older, but losing the ability to stand strong, walk confidently, or get up from a chair without help, that's not just aging. That's a warning sign your body is trying to send you, and too many people ignore it until it's too late. So, what's really going on here? The truth is, starting around age 60, the average adult loses about 3% of muscle strength every single year, even without injury. That's not me guessing, that's from a 2021 report by the National Institute on Aging. 3% each year. That means in just 5 years, you could lose 15% of your leg power, enough to turn a short flight of stairs into a serious struggle. And it gets worse. If you're low on certain nutrients like magnesium, potassium, or high-quality protein, the muscle loss speeds up. Your legs become slower to respond. Balance becomes shaky. Stiffness creeps in, especially in the morning. And if your blood flow is poor, which is common with age, your muscles don't get the oxygen they need to recover. It's not just the muscles that suffer. It's the nerves. It's the circulation. It's the inflammation building silently inside your body. Let me tell you about a patient I saw last fall. His name was George, 67 years old, retired truck driver. He came into my office and said, "Doc, I used to unload 20-pound boxes all day. Now I can barely walk through the grocery store. We ran tests. No heart disease, no diabetes. But his legs, weak, slow, unsteady. The cause? He was chronically low in magnesium and vitamin D. He hadn't touched a vegetable in weeks. His protein came from white bread and coffee creamer. That's not aging. That's nutritional neglect. Here's the good news. George turned it around. We made a few key changes to his diet. Within 2 weeks, he was walking longer without resting. Within a month, he was back on his feet, doing light yard work again. No drugs, no therapy, just food that heals. So, let me ask you, are you feeding your muscles what they need to stay strong? If your legs feel weaker than they used to, if you're slowing down without knowing why, it might be time to stop blaming your age and start looking at your plate. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through the 8 most powerful foods that I prescribe to my patients. Not pills, not trends, just natural, proven foods that rebuild strength from the inside out. Stay with me, because what you eat today could decide how you walk tomorrow. Number 2, pumpkin seeds and magnesium, the first fix you can make tomorrow morning. When it comes to restoring strength in your legs, most people think of exercise, maybe stretching or taking a supplement. But very few realize that your muscle performance, especially after 60, depends heavily on a single mineral that millions of Americans are missing every day. That mineral is magnesium. Magnesium is not optional. It is essential for proper muscle contraction, nerve signaling, and blood flow. Without enough magnesium, your muscles literally forget how to relax. They stay tight, they cramp, and when you try to stand, they feel like they're locked in place, stiff, slow, and unresponsive. What makes this more alarming is that up to 68% of adults over 60 in the United States are magnesium deficient. That's from a study published by the National Institutes of Health, NIH. Let that sink in. Nearly 7 out of 10 older adults may be walking around with muscles starved of the mineral they need to function properly. That's why leg fatigue, night cramps, and that dreaded slow start in the morning are so common. Your legs are not broken. They're undernourished. And the solution may be sitting quietly in your kitchen right now: raw pumpkin seeds. These small green seeds are one of the richest natural sources of magnesium available. Just 2 tablespoons of raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds provide over 40% of your daily magnesium needs. That's a game changer. And unlike pills that may take weeks to build up, magnesium from food gets to work faster, sometimes within hours. But here's the catch. Pumpkin seeds also contain a natural compound called phytic acid. This acid can block mineral absorption in your gut, making it harder for your body to absorb the magnesium properly. So, what's the fix? Soaking the seeds overnight in a small bowl of water. That simple step breaks down the phytic acid and unlocks the full mineral profile of the seeds. It turns into a simple snack, into a fast-acting muscle recovery tool. Now, how should you eat them? Keep it simple. Add a spoonful to your oatmeal in the morning, toss them into a smoothie, or just eat them plain alongside a piece of fruit. But do it consistently, because magnesium needs to be part of your daily routine if you want results that last. And here's one more thing. Magnesium isn't just for muscles. It helps regulate blood sugar, supports sleep, and reduces chronic inflammation, all of which impact how your legs feel and move. So, if you're tired of dragging your feet, if you're tired of waking up with stiffness or cramping in your calves, start here. Start with the seeds. Not supplements, not prescriptions, just 2 spoonfuls soaked, chewed, absorbed. This is the first step. It's small, it's simple, but for thousands of older adults across the country, it's made a difference they can feel. Coming up next, we'll explore a dark red drink that does something almost magical to sore, aging legs and works within just one night. But first, tell me in the comments below, have you tried pumpkin seeds before? Type yes if it's already in your kitchen. Type no if you're hearing this for the first time. Let's get the conversation started. Number 3, tart cherry juice. Reduce inflammation and wake up stronger. Now, let's talk about a simple drink with surprising power, especially if your legs often feel stiff, sore, or just tired. It's not a supplement, it's not a trend, it's tart cherry juice, and yes, it's backed by real science. What makes tart cherries so special? They are packed with anthocyanins, powerful natural compounds that reduce inflammation, improve blood flow, and help muscles recover faster. And that's not just theory. A controlled study published in the Scandinavian Journal of Medicine and Science and Sports found that older adults who drank 8 ounces of tart cherry juice twice a day experienced a 23% drop in muscle soreness and a noticeable improvement in leg strength, especially in the quadriceps. And here's what matters most. The effects show up quickly, not in weeks, not in months, in as little as 12 hours. That's critical for older adults who wake up with tight calves, stiff thighs, or slow steps after a walk. Because the problem isn't just muscle fatigue, it's lingering inflammation. As we age, our bodies naturally build up more inflammatory markers, especially after even light activity. That inflammation causes soreness, stiffness, and poor recovery. And over time, it chips away at your mobility. Tart cherry juice works by turning off that inflammatory response. It helps flush out lactic acid. It boosts nitric oxide production. And it gets oxygen moving to your lower limbs faster than many over-the-counter pain relievers. Now, not all cherry juice is the same. Don't fall for the sugary cocktails. You need 100% pure tart cherry juice, no added sugar, no apple juice blends, and no syrups. Start with 6 to 8 ounces in the evening, especially after a walk or light movement. Many people find that it helps them sleep better. 2, because tart cherries also contain natural melatonin. And yes, you might feel the difference by morning. 1 glass, 12 hours, less pain, more strength. If you've been blaming age for your stiff legs, this might be the wake-up call you need. Because it's not always age. Sometimes it's inflammation. And that means you can do something about it. So, let me ask you, have your legs felt more sore than they used to? Do you struggle with slow recovery after just basic activity? Leave a comment below and tell me how your legs feel after a normal day. That feedback helps me, and it helps others reading too. In the next part, we'll talk about a dark green vegetable you've seen 1,000 times, but probably never cooked the right way to heal your legs, and the results might surprise you. Number 4, spinach and nitrate. How green leaves fuel stronger steps. Let's move from fruit to greens. And I want you to pay close attention here because this might be the most underrated strength food in your kitchen. We're talking about spinach, not raw, not cold in a salad, but lightly cooked spinach, warm, soft, and prepared the right way. Why does this matter? Because cooked spinach is one of the most efficient, natural ways to increase nitrate intake. And nitrate is the key to something your legs desperately need after 60 blood flow. As we age, circulation slows down, arteries get stiffer, oxygen delivery becomes weaker, and that shows up as fatigue, heaviness, and slower recovery in your lower body. But spinach changes the game. When you cook, spinach sautéed gently with olive oil and lemon or garlic, the natural nitrates convert inside your body into nitric oxide. And nitric oxide acts like a highway opener in your blood vessels. It widens the arteries. It moves blood faster. And it helps oxygen reach your muscle tissues faster, especially in your legs, where poor circulation often hits first. This isn't some wellness myth. A 2020 study in the Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who ate nitrate-rich vegetables daily, especially spinach, improved their lower limb strength by 16% within just a few days. And another study from Frontiers in Physiology confirmed that a single serving of cooked spinach improved walking speed and leg endurance in seniors over 65 in less than 12 hours. Let that sink in, 12 hours. From a side dish you can cook in 5 minutes. So, what's the right way to prepare it? First, always cook your spinach. Raw spinach contains oxalates compounds that block your body's ability to absorb minerals like magnesium and iron. A light sauté in healthy fat like olive oil breaks down the oxalates and unlocks full nutrient availability. Add fresh garlic or lemon juice to boost the effect. Avoid boiling it, strips nutrients into the water, and don't overcook until mushy. Just a soft wilt, that's the sweet spot. You don't need a mountain of spinach either. Just 1 cup of cooked spinach with lunch or dinner is enough to make a difference. It may sound small, but small is how strong begins, especially after 60. So, if your legs feel tired too soon, if stairs feel like a mountain, if your calves tighten after just a short walk, this is where to begin. Start adding cooked spinach the right way at least 3 times a week. Let the nitrate do its job. Let your blood flow better. Let your steps grow stronger. And if you've always thought of spinach as just a side veggie, it's time to rethink. Because what's on the side might just be what helps you stand taller. Now, in the next part, we'll shift to a protein-rich powerhouse that works fast and doesn't require any meat. You'll want to hear this. But first, tell me in the comments below, have you ever tried sautéing spinach instead of eating it raw? Yes or no? Type it in. You might just help someone else try it too. Number 5. Lentils and leucine, plant protein that powers aging legs. You've probably walked past them in the store 100 times. Small, dry, and frankly a little boring. But if you're over 60 and looking to rebuild leg strength without relying on meat, then lentils might just be your secret weapon. Why? Because lentils are packed with one of the most important amino acids for aging muscle, leucine. Now, let's make this simple. Leucine is the amino acid that flips the switch in your body for muscle repair. It tells your cells, hey, time to rebuild. Without it, your body doesn't know when or how to regenerate muscle tissue, especially after physical activity. And as you age, your body becomes less responsive to protein signals. You need more quality amino acids, not just any protein, to trigger recovery. That's where lentils come in. They're one of the only plant-based foods that naturally contain high levels of leucine, along with a healthy dose of iron, potassium, and slow-burning carbs. Let's break that down. Iron helps your red blood cells carry oxygen to your legs. Potassium helps your muscles contract smoothly and avoid cramps. And those slow-releasing carbohydrates. They provide long-lasting energy without the crash you get from bread, pasta, or sugary snacks. Now here's the data. A clinical trial published in the Journal of Gerontology followed adults over 60 who added lentils to their lunch or dinner every day for just 2 weeks. By the end of the trial, they showed a 22% increase in muscle endurance, especially during walking and standing tasks. That means less wobbling, less "I need to sit down," more strength where it matters in your lower body. And there's more. Lentils contain prebiotic fiber, the kind that feeds your gut and helps you absorb other nutrients better. When your gut is healthy, your whole body performs better. That includes how your legs respond to movement, fatigue, and recovery. So how do you make lentils work for you? First, choose dry lentils, not the canned kind packed with sodium. Cook them until soft. Then add anti-inflammatory flavors like turmeric, garlic, or lemon. Make a warm lentil soup, or mash them into a spread with olive oil and herbs. Even 1 cup a day can make a big difference. And don't fall for the myth that plant protein is weak. What matters is bioavailability, how much your body can absorb and use. And lentils, especially when cooked properly, offer protein that's not only easy to digest, but perfectly matched to support aging muscles. This is food that works. Food with purpose. Food with results you can actually feel in your legs sometimes, within a day or two. So if you're ready to walk longer, stand stronger, and feel steadier on your feet, give lentils a spot on your plate. Coming up next, we'll explore a food that's already on most dinner tables, but few people realize how fast it works to restore strength in the knees, thighs, and calves. But before we go on, let me ask, have you ever added lentils to your meals before? If yes, type power food in the comments. If not, type trying soon. Let's share ideas and keep each other going. Number 6. Salmon and omega-3, the fastest animal protein for joint and muscle repair. Now, let's shift our focus to a food that's often praised for heart health, but should really be considered a muscle recovery superfood for older adults. We're talking about salmon. Not only is it delicious and easy to cook, but salmon delivers 3 essential nutrients that aging legs desperately need: high-quality protein, omega-3 fatty acids, and vitamin D. Let's take them one by one. First, the protein. Every movement you make, walking, standing, getting up from a chair, causes micro damage to your muscle fibers. That's normal. But as you age, your ability to rebuild those fibers slows down. The solution? You need more bioavailable protein, the kind your body can actually use. Salmon provides just that. It contains all 9 essential amino acids in the exact ratios your muscles need to recover, grow, and stay firm. Now, the second powerhouse omega-3 fatty acids, especially EPA and DHA. These aren't just good for your brain or heart. They go directly into your muscle cells and joints, where they reduce inflammation and improve flexibility. A landmark study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that adults over 65 who ate salmon 3 times per week experienced a 24% increase in leg strength and walking mobility in just 10 days. Why so fast? Because omega-3s calm down the silent inflammation between muscle fibers. They increase blood flow. They allow the tissue to heal faster and deeper. And the third player, vitamin D. This vitamin helps your muscles contract properly and supports calcium absorption. Without enough vitamin D, even the best protein can't be fully utilized. And yet, nearly 1 in 2 older Americans are deficient according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC). That means half of the people over 60 may be walking around with weakened muscle response and stiff joints, simply because they don't get enough sunlight or food-based vitamin D. Salmon solves that. Just 4 ounces of wild-caught salmon provides over 100% of your daily vitamin D needs. So, what's the best way to prepare it? Avoid frying, avoid sugar glazes, don't drown it in sauces. Keep it clean and healing. Bake or grill it with olive oil, lemon, and herbs. That way, you keep the omega-3s intact and your digestion light. Even one serving of salmon 2 to 3 times per week can make a real difference not only in how strong your legs feel, but how smoothly you move throughout the day. So, if you're tired of stiffness, if you want more flexibility in your knees, less soreness after walking, or a better recovery after physical activity, this is your moment. Don't wait for pain to force change. Let food lead the way. And let salmon be the protein your muscles have been craving. Coming up next, we'll dive into a powerful grain-like seed that's perfect for plant-based eaters and helps stabilize energy, boost muscle function, and reduce leg fatigue. But before we move on, a quick question. How often do you eat salmon? Once a week? More never? Type it in the comments. You may inspire someone else to try it too. Number 7. Quinoa and energy balance, the plant-based secret for lasting strength. By now, you've probably noticed something important. The foods that restore leg strength fastest aren't complicated, aren't expensive, and most of them, they've been right in front of you all along. The next one is no exception. Let's talk about quinoa, a tiny seed with a massive impact on how steady and strong your legs can feel. Now, quinoa may look like a grain, but it's actually a seed, and one of the only plant-based foods on Earth that contains all 9 essential amino acids. That means it delivers complete protein, the kind your muscles need, not just to survive, but to thrive. And for older adults trying to eat less meat, this matters. Your body after 60 doesn't just need calories, it needs fuel that repairs, stabilizes, and powers your legs through the day. Quinoa gives you all 3. Let's break it down. First, protein. 1 cup of cooked quinoa provides about 8 grams of high-quality, complete protein. Not as much as meat, but more balanced and much easier to digest. Second, magnesium and potassium. These 2 minerals regulate muscle contraction and prevent cramping. They also calm nerve tension and reduce morning stiffness, both common after 60. Third, iron, crucial for oxygen delivery. When your legs don't get enough oxygen, fatigue sets in fast. Quinoa helps solve that. And finally, complex carbs. Unlike white rice or bread, quinoa digests slowly. It releases glucose gently into the bloodstream, avoiding those mid-morning energy crashes that leave you dragging your feet. In fact, a 2022 study from Brazil found that older adults who ate quinoa at lunch improved their walking speed and balance by the next morning compared to those who ate refined carbohydrates like pasta or white rice. Why? Because quinoa keeps blood sugar stable. It feeds the muscles slowly, and it avoids the inflammation spikes caused by processed carbs. Now, let's get practical. To cook quinoa the right way, always rinse it first. This removes a bitter natural coating called saponin that can upset digestion. Then simmer in water or low-sodium broth for about 15 minutes until fluffy. You can mix it with cooked spinach, top it with a boiled egg, or enjoy it as a warm side dish with dinner. Even better, try using it as a base instead of white rice. It's simple, it's satisfying, and it's smart nutrition for strong, aging legs. If you're feeling weak in the afternoon, if you find yourself needing to sit down after short walks, if your energy crashes by midday, then quinoa may be the missing link. So, I challenge you, swap out just 1 refined carb this week. White rice, white bread, pasta, and replace it with quinoa. Do that 3 times. Then see how your legs feel. Coming up next, we'll talk about a natural powerhouse that increases leg strength, joint flexibility, and tissue repair in just 1 day. And it's not a solid food, it's something your body drinks. But before we move on, quick check-in. Have you ever tried quinoa? If yes, type quinoa, fan in the comments. If not, type. Trying this week, let's keep building momentum 1 meal at a time. Number 8, bone broth and collagen, liquid healing that rebuilds you overnight. We've covered seeds, juices, vegetables, grains, and proteins. But now, it's time for something different, something ancient, something warm, something your body doesn't just digest, it drinks in and uses for deep repair. I'm talking about bone broth. This isn't just soup. This is liquid medicine especially for your muscles, joints, and connective tissues. Why? Because bone broth is loaded with nutrients that most seniors are missing: collagen, glycine, proline, and natural electrolytes. Let's start with collagen. After the age of 50, your body starts producing less and less of this essential protein. And collagen isn't just for skin. It forms the structure of your ligaments, tendons, and joints. When collagen breaks down, your knees click, your ankles ache, and your hips feel stiff. That's why restoring collagen through food, not pills, is such a powerful strategy. Bone broth delivers collagen in a form your body can absorb instantly. It's already broken down. It doesn't need hours of digestion. It goes straight to work, rebuilding, repairing, reinforcing. But collagen isn't working alone. Bone broth also contains glycine and proline, two amino acids that accelerate tissue regeneration and reduce joint pain. A 2021 study published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition and Metabolism found that adults who consumed collagen-rich bone broth increased muscle strength and flexibility by 36% in just 1 week. Even more impressive, many participants reported reduced soreness in the first 24 hours. That's faster than most medications. But the benefits don't stop at muscles. Bone broth is also rich in natural electrolytes like potassium and sodium, vital for hydration and nerve signaling. These minerals help your muscles contract properly, and your joints stay lubricated, especially after walking or physical activity. And here's the best part. Your body recognizes bone broth as healing fuel, because for thousands of years, humans have turned to this warm, nourishing liquid in times of stress, injury, or fatigue. It's the original recovery drink. So, how do you use it? First, always choose high-quality broth. That means homemade or trusted store brands made from grass-fed beef bones or pasture-raised chicken. Avoid powders or cheap cartons filled with preservatives. Next, simmer it long and slow. 12 hours minimum with a splash of apple cider vinegar helps extract the full mineral content. Add garlic, onion, celery, carrot, real ingredients, real nutrients, and drink it warm, preferably in the morning on an empty stomach or after light exercise. Just 1 cup a day can support muscle repair, joint flexibility, and overall recovery without pills, powders, or processed drinks. So, if your legs feel stiff, if your knees sound like they're grinding gravel, if your body feels older than it should, it's time to try what's worked for centuries. Let your healing start from the inside. Let your next step begin in a warm bowl. Up next, let's tie everything together with a full-day plan that combines these powerful foods into a simple, repeatable routine. But first, quick question. Have you ever made or tried real bone broth? If yes, comment. Bone strong. If not, comment. Starting soon. This could be the most delicious decision your joints ever thanked you for. The 24-hour leg strength blueprint. How to combine these foods for maximum results. You've seen the science, you've heard the numbers, and now it's time to put it all together into one simple, powerful plan. Because knowing what to eat is one thing, but knowing how to eat it, when to eat it, and how to build a routine that works, that's where real change begins. So, here it is, your 24-hour leg strength blueprint designed for real people, real lives, and real results. Let's walk through it step by step. 6:30 a.m. Wake up and rehydrate. Start your day with a warm cup of bone broth on an empty stomach. This activates joint lubrication, reduces morning stiffness, and delivers collagen where it's needed most. 7:30 a.m. Breakfast power-up. Oatmeal with soaked pumpkin seeds. Add 1 spoonful of raw, soaked pumpkin seeds to your breakfast. This provides magnesium for muscle relaxation and energy to start the day right. 9:00 a.m. Light movement. a short 10-minute walk, or gentle stretching. This improves blood flow and primes your muscles to absorb nutrients later. 12:00 p.m. Muscle builder, lunch serve quinoa, pulse, sack cooked spinach, plus lentils on a balanced plate. Os bombas besteir stem. This delivers plant-based protein, nitrate for blood flow, and iron for oxygen delivery. 3:00 p.m. Anti-fatigue boost, glass of pure tart cherry juice. Around 6 to 8 ounces. This reduces post-lunch inflammation and helps muscles recover from morning movement. 6:00 p.m. Dinner for recovery, grilled or baked wild-caught salmon, served with warm quinoa or steamed vegetables. Omega-3s and vitamin D prepare your muscles and joints for overnight repair. 8:00 p.m. Gentle wind down, some stretching or slow walking around the house. Let your food settle, let your body absorb. 9:00 p.m. Sleep-enhancing ritual, if needed, a second small cup of bone broth to end the day. This helps support deep sleep and nighttime tissue repair. That's it. It's simple, clear, effective, a daily routine that doesn't overwhelm but delivers real results. Now, will you feel the difference in just one day? For some, yes. For others, it takes a few days to build up, but the science is clear and your body wants to respond. Because leg weakness isn't just about age, it's about nutrition, it's about circulation, it's about small decisions repeated every day. You don't need to do everything at once. Start with 1 or 2 changes. Make it part of your life. Then build from there. And now, before we end, let me ask you something important. Which food from today's video are you going to try first? Type it in the comments below. Let's inspire each other, step by step. Pumpkin seeds, cherry juice, bone broth every morning. Your story might be the motivation someone else needs. And if this video helped you feel hopeful, if even one part made you think, yes, I can do this, then please give this video a like. It helps others find it. It helps our community grow stronger. Subscribe to Seniors at Heart because we're just getting started. In our next video, I'll show you 5 hidden foods that silently weaken your legs. Foods most seniors eat every day without realizing the damage. You've rebuilt your strength. Now, let's protect it. Your legs carried you through life. Now, it's time to carry them back. Take care of yourself. You deserve it.